how much time I got, space considerations. But the way I understand it is that Texas has had this sort of clandestine network of old boys, and they may or may not actually have some like wildcatter credibility from the days of old Daddy Bush. And somehow they're allowed to have some exclusive access right now, and they keep kicking it back to the police. The police are doing really skeezy shit. But before all of that, before I got this special treatment, where I was supposed to be laundering Russian pensions, um, I wrote this report. And I've never submitted it to anybody because I was waiting for a response from the actual Internal Affairs Division that I had filed a police report with after I'd met with somebody in person. And so, we're in this situation where I just want you to understand this is the way I understand it. I filed an Internal Affairs report. It had merit. You didn't just disappear me, you disappeared the IAD agent as well. The only person who acted like a professional in 5 years. You disappeared him. And not only did you disappear him, but the people in the unit he used to work at, if you contact them to try to follow up, they make some disgusting, skeezy joke about him. They talk about him like it's part of some sort of vaudeville act, like it's some sort of ritual hazing. And the thing is, one of the reports I sent to him, and not just him, by the way, the other IAD agent just conveniently rendered himself inaccessible after he was able to confirm my, I don't know, responsiveness and response time, right? That report identified how I understood I was being subjected to a specific form of religious persecution. And I actually cited what that entailed. That has been used as part of this ritual persecution. And it's not separate and distinct from larger scale processes of using specifically anti-Semitism as a way to engage in some sort of conversion scheme, right? So I wrote a report on December 13th of 2017. I never submitted to someone, but someone stole it. Someone hacked into my email records, and right now someone is using that report as a diversion. And you're trying to launder money through educational accounts associated with foreign students that you've tried to frame for these acts of terrorism that are actually being carried out by private security companies, including private security companies that have either on official active duty members of the police force or people that used to be involved with the police force that now work for that private security company. And that also includes people that draw on military pension benefits. That's what you're doing right now, aren't you? Yes, you are. Because you pulled that 38 last night. And you're pissed because I did not deliver on whatever you thought you were going to get from the Y in Houston when you got me to Dallas, right? See, there's no point at this juncture of going to the Senate. There's no point of going to the courts because all of this has already been determined to be prioritized for dirty cops and dirty cops that got some sort of contract bid scheme going with a PMF, right? And you don't want to identify yourself, and the truth of the matter is you don't have anything close to government cover. You're operating under some other concept that you have authority, and you got enough people in enough places that they've been able to cover your ass for a while. Well, everything in this damn report here, how many police reports? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 police reports from Houston. This is my understanding of, well, you could have called troubleshooting. You could have considered me, well, you know what, we like you. And because we're going to, have some sort of bonded relationship with you, which is what we do in Texas, we're going to actually have a bond to secure working with you as a consultant. You didn't do that. You took out a bond that you completely fraudulently mischaracterized while you trafficked me for fucking uranium. And you didn't succeed in killing me in the time frame you had available to do it. And now we're in a very precarious situation. Why are street cops fucking around with a woman that's bonded to uranium? I just want to know, who thought that was a good idea? Who thought it was a good idea to let street cops fuck around with a woman bonded to uranium while she's kidnapped and harbored away by one person, one fucking person who's allowed to intersect with her? I'm just saying, that's what you set up. And in the meantime, we got 7 outstanding police reports that had factually incorrect information that was materially relevant to a criminal investigation that started in Houston and now has global implications. I'm just letting you know. So if you're concerned not only are you concerned about your own personal benefits, but if you're concerned that once they actually do defund you, that then all of a sudden that information is going to get out and it's going to be exposed just exactly how fucking corrupt your scheme was and just what kind of kickbacks you're giving to these narcos? It's already on the record. I got it right here. The problem is, none of you all would admit who you were. You weren't real cops. You weren't real inspectors general. I don't even think you were really actually prosecutors or district's attorney, because if you were, I would have had someone to turn this into. But somebody wants to run a deal on it right now, and I still haven't turned this in since December 13th of 2017. Somebody's overdue, man.